Hello everyone, I'm Storm Checker AT meteorologist Austin Haskins. We have some nice weather in the forecast to end the week. Today though will be the more comfortable day as we'll see some warmer, breezier and muggier conditions return to the forecast heading into Friday. But overall, still looking at some really nice weather, just a few clouds here and there. We're still going to deal with some of those hazy skies from those wildfires out in the western parts of the U.S. and Canada. We'll take a look at the latest projections on that here in just a minute. But the weekend and next week, still looking at very warm and humid to steamy conditions, and there will be chances for showers and storms from time to time, some slight chances into next week, but we're watching a little bit Sunday late afternoon, Sunday night, and into Monday. We'll take a look at that here coming up. But again, we're still going to deal with some of those hazy conditions. The skies are a little bit bluer this morning compared to this time yesterday morning, but for the most part, we're still going to deal with some haziness around through the day today, tonight, and tomorrow, and most likely into the weekend. But with that breezy south wind expected to develop, we'll have to kind of see how that'll play. Maybe that'll push it more to the north, or it could bring in some thicker haze to our region. But nonetheless, no impacts here are expected at the surface, so that is at least good. This will be staying aloft in the atmosphere. So looking at the precip forecast and chances the next 7 days, again, just a very stray chance of a shower on Saturday, but we're really highlighting now Sunday night into Monday as a system approaches from the west and will slowly move through the area. So let's take a look at that. And we're going to take a look at the European futurecast here. So we may have some slight scattered activity developing Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. And again, there's some differences on how this will exactly play out, but the idea is that we'll have at least some scattered showers and storms around, coverage-wise about 30 to 60% between Sunday night and into Monday evening. Again, it's kind of a big range, but once we get within about 60 hours or so, we get some of those what's called the convective allowing models and the higher resolution models, we can definitely pinpoint this down a little bit better, but something that we'll be watching closely because it could allow for not only some heavier downpours to be possible, but even some stronger storms can't be ruled out as well. So again, stay with us for updates on that. Now, of course, the muggy meter, that's the other story. So today in that noticeable category, we'll be in the muggy category tomorrow too, flirting with humid. So those dew points kind of low to mid 60s. But after that, those dew points will likely for an extended stretch stay above 65 and at times could be at or over 70 degrees. If you take that, factoring in temperatures forecasted to be upper 80s to near 90, that's going to push the heat index well into the 90s. And this is the European model we're looking at here. You can see the next couple of days, overall not too bad. The dew points upper 50s and then the 60s. And then the dew points after that upper 60s to low 70s. This is showing Sunday, Monday, and this is at 4 p.m. in the low 80s. And if that's the case, the feels like temperature not going to be all that bad. And of course, that's thanks to clouds and rain. But if we end up staying a little bit drier, likely these numbers will be a little bit higher. We'll probably see values closer to what it's showing for Tuesday and Wednesday. Those dew points in the upper 60s, temperatures 85 to 90. That'll push the heat index into the mid 90s. So nonetheless, whatever ends up happening, it is going to be a prolonged stretch of above average temperatures and humid conditions. So just be mindful of that. Of course, those heat safety tips, keep that in mind. I'll have that in my forecast discussion for tomorrow. So be sure to check that out just as a little bit of a reminder. Highs today across the area, looking great. Upper 70s, low 80s, just a picture-perfect summer day across western Wisconsin. Lows tonight, not as chilly. It'll still be, comfortable in the mid to upper 50s to near 60. Some of the colder spots like Black River Falls and maybe up to the north Indies could dip into the low 50s for a time. But generally speaking, on an average basis, it'll be warmer tonight than this morning. Highs tomorrow, mostly mid 80s, maybe upper 80s up towards Siren at 87, 85 for Eau Claire, 81 in Medford. For Saturday, we're looking at mid to upper 80s to near 90. I have our high at 90 in Eau Claire. Look at Osceola and Siren, 91 degrees, 88 in Winona and Stanley. And highs on Sunday, about the same. We'll go about 84 to 89 degrees. But again, that's dependent on the cloud cover and the shower and storm chances. And the same thing on Monday with those temperatures too. Right now it's at 87, but depending on how the storm chances play out, we could have to nudge that number down just a little bit. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, highs back near 90, slight chance of a few storms by Wednesday.